I think for me, one of the biggest hurdles that I've had in my trading has been learning how to accept loss. I don't like to lose, and I especially don't like to lose money. There's a whole other topic where we talk about money and our relationship with money, but for me, it's a big deal. And it wasn't until I really began to learn how to accept loss as part of my overall system, as a part of my overall trading plan, that things really began to turn around for me. When we accept loss in our trading, then we're able to do a lot of really amazing things. Like we're able to hold longer, we're able to follow our system better, we're able to avoid FOMOing into trades, we're able to avoid revenge trading. A lot of those things, especially revenge trading, if you think about it, it has its root in having a loss, right? You revenge trade because you're like, I just had a loss. I got to get that money back, right? And so learning how to accept loss is a crucial skill that we as traders need to learn and develop. I took a couple trades today in CL and I want to deconstruct those for you and talk about what I was thinking and feeling in those moments when I was taking the trades. So here was my trade from today in CL, November 14th, 2023. And I'm not going to go into the details of my system, but there's a couple of things that are important for you to know about how I trade. So one of the things is I don't like to be surprised when I have a trade signal. I like to be planned. I like to know where I'm getting into my trades, like where do I have the best possibility of having a good trade and when I get into those trades. So if you look at my chart, the when is important to me. So I look at time. I have data where I go back and I look at when is the most likely time periods where we'll get a retracement off of a move. And my highest time period is this window right here. Okay. My next highest, which is a little bit sketch, is this window right here. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for price to come back into a retracement during these time periods. Levels are also important to me. Okay. So here's level number one, here's level number two. I want to see within those time periods price to come back into one of these places like that, or something like, even deeper into here like this. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. These are kind of my hypotheses of what I'm trading against. So we get into this situation here and we come down into this. Now, I'm in this trade and I actually wasn't too excited about this particular trade, but I traded anyway. That's the point. Okay, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But I wasn't excited because we had this really big move up right here. We have this trend line that's getting broken. And so this is kind of a shallow retracement for, after a really big move. Okay, but whatever, took the trade. So then we move forward here. And you can kind of see I actually left an artifact on here. So I'm out, by the way. So I entered here, and I'll show you the risk reward on these trades in just a second. But I'm in and I'm out pretty much in the next candle. Okay, so I've had a loss. Now, what do you do when you have a loss? Well, there's a whole discussion that we can have about that. But I want you to know, in my mindset, I had a loss. So we keep moving forward. We keep moving forward. And I'm thinking we probably will come down here, and we did. So we came down here, and I typically front run my level by a tick. So I'm in at this point. Okay, so where this one is, I'm in right here. So I'm in long. Now again, I'm already carrying a loss, and we have this action, boom, all the way through this level. Now my process is such that now my stop loss is below here. But I have no hope at all that this thing is going to turn around. And sure enough, it just tanks through. Okay, takes me out, and it actually just kept going the rest of the day. So that was my day. 2 losses in a row. Now I want to tell you a little bit about what I've done with my mindset, my edge, my process, the things that help me to really just brush losses like this off. Because these were really great trades for me. And the reason is because, first of all, they met all my criteria. Second, these are my target zones up here. Okay, so up here and up here. And what I look at with my trading is if I were entering here, my stop loss is below this level right here. So it's about 10 ticks. So I had a 5.2 R trade just in my first take profit and potentially an 8.5 R trade to my second take profit. That was the first trade. And if we move this down here to the second trade, and actually I have to extend this down a little bit lower. So again, a 6R trade to the first take profit and an 8.5R trade to the second. Those are really good trades. I'll take that any day of the week. And the reason is because I know that my system, even if my system is only 40%, and it's actually more than 40%, it's 50 to 60%, I know that with a 5-to-1 or an 8-to-1 risk reward, over the long haul, this is going to work out. So one of the things that I use, or one of the tools that I use to kind of deal with and work through, having losses, is recognizing my own edge metrics and statistics. If I know that I've got, over time, this is all going to work out, I can handle and I can absorb the losses. Now, some of you are trading where you're really tight, you're really focused on that win rate. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like some of you have like a 75% win rate. And I think that's really awesome. But I want you to ask yourself, is that an optimized system? Are you optimizing the win rate, or are you optimizing your win rate to avoid losing and the fear of loss? Right. Because having a high win rate like that could be because you're not letting your profits run. You're taking out profits really quickly. And so you've got a really good high win rate and you really have a marginal risk reward. And so you're still kind of skating on that thin ice of, if you have a string of losers, that could be really not great for you. So when you're looking at your metrics, look beyond the win rate, look at the whole picture of your win rate plus your risk reward. Use your metrics as a way to gain confidence in what you're doing. Losses are a part of trading. And so they're just things that we have to learn how to absorb, learn how to deal with, learn how to approach from all different perspectives, from the edge perspective, the process perspective, and the mindset perspective. Use whatever tools, whatever in those three areas, whatever tools are available to you to work on your management of losses. And when I say management of losses, I'm talking about up here. All right, that's what I got for you, traders. Until next time, happy trading. Hey guys, sorry for interrupting the end of the video, but I want to invite you to my workshop that's happening in December. It's a 3-day workshop. It will be recorded so you can be part of the program and still get access to the workshop even if you're not able to attend live. I'm excited about this because what I'm going to do in the 3 days is I'm going to teach a mechanical trading system that actually works, that actually has edge. You're going to get to learn a whole new system, a system that I trade. And we're going to do it, though, to learn how to apply edge, process, and mindset principles to train ourselves to trade consistently. One of the challenges I'm finding working with traders in my Consistency Accelerator program is there's a lot of discretion in the various systems that traders are working with. And so I want to take all that away and boil it down to just how can we trade consistently a set of very clear, specific rules. You are going to learn how to take trades, whether or not you feel like taking the trade. You're going to learn how to deal with losses. You're going to learn how to deal with fear of taking trades, because we're going to practice taking a set of very clear, specific rules. So I'm excited about it. It's happening in December. I would love to see you there. This could be something that turns your trading around. And as a bonus, you get to learn a mechanical trading system that actually works. What could be better?